Ah! Well, that... Alright. That was not what I expected to happen when I clicked that, but we're fine. Hello. Welcome to the stream. The coloring on my camera is shit, but oh well. We're also trying out putting chat on screen, which you can see. And we are live, indeed. Hey, Dave. So we are opening a box of... Oh, we're covering up that blood stain. We are opening up a box of Time Spiral Remastered. And we're also doing some weird stuff, because... Oh, shit, I forgot scissors. I might have to run and come back. So we're opening it very carefully because we want to be able to draft this box. But there are some very expensive cards in here that we want to sell so we can buy some Strixhaven. If we open them, which is very unlikely. So we have these. If we open a card that we want, either to sell or for legacy, we are going to replace it in the pack with a placeholder card and sleeve it and sell it. Or put it into a deck. So yeah, it's going to be weird. Let me go grab some scissors so that I can open these packs quickly. Or, not quickly. Carefully. And I'll be right back. Stupid hair. Okay. I knew I'd forgotten something. But we're good. Okay. Let's do this. So, how is everyone? It's great hair, but it also tangles really easily. Because curly hair likes to do that. Go away. Okay. Come on. There we go. Look at all them slivers. Okay. So, do we try to open this carefully and, like, split it at the top, or do we just acknowledge that we suck at opening packs and cut it? I think we're going to acknowledge that we suck at opening packs and cut it and be very careful not to cut any cards. All right. We are through the looking glass. We'll go slowly through the first couple packs, and then we'll probably speed through the commons and uncommons for after a while. Okay. Ooh, new follower. Clyze, welcome. Oh, okay. We got an Aven Rift Watcher. Flying, Vanishing 3, ETB, or leaves, gain 2 life. Alright. 2-1 for 1 with flying and haste. Oh, but then it costs you 3 to keep it. I understand. 2 damage to any target and 3 damage to you. Okay. I'm for it. Discard a card. Target creature gets bigger. Sure. Suspend 4 on a, 4/4 flyer. Sure. I do like this new Chromatic Star art. Oh, hey, Peter. Foil Old Border. Is a Foil Old Border Abrupt Decay one of the top ones? Hey, Epsilon Run. I know Old Border Foil Thoughtseize is the biggest money one. Ancient Grudge, classic. Green Seeker, beautiful Rebecca Gay art. Blight Speaker, Gossamer Phantasm. Sudden Shock. Right. Shock, but 1 extra mana, so it's split second. Makes sense. Ixalan Jailer. I wish, with these cards, I wish they had the Future Sight frame, because it looks so much better with the Future Sight frame. Rebuff the Wicked. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. I honestly didn't know that a card existed. That's cool. More white counter spells. Okay, that was 3 uncommons, so next is our rare. Nice, okay. And Urborg is a good, solid card. I needed another one. It's in like every black deck I have for Commander. Ixalan Jailer was a future shifted card, yeah. Cards in graveyards lose all abilities. I think this is its first printing in normal frame, but don't quote me on that. And our first old border card is Flicker Wisp. Okay. I don't play D&T, but solid card. And a Sapperling token. Okay. So this can all go back. Our rare was Urborg Tomb of... The stream is often loading for me right now because it's making it... I'm making it do work. I'm sorry. Our rare was Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, and our old border was Flicker Wisp in that pack. Actually, let's be smart and plan ahead. Pull out all these... Whoops. Smack the camera. Pull out all the packs so we can put stuff back into the box. But, this is going well. We're fine. Okay. First pack, back in the box. Box go there. Packs go there. Okay. Who is this? Some sort of angel. Oh. Sorry. There we go. I guess they're about to see someone because they're putting their mask up. Good social distancing and COVID guidelines. Angel person. I don't know what your name is. Oh, is it a Sarah Angel? That makes sense. Okay. Pack 2. We have Flash Flying, switch target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. That's fun. Momentary Blink is a blink. Fungus making some sapperlings. Pay a red, return it to its owner's hand, add 2 colorless and a red. I like it. Wrathy Trapper. All slivers have trample. Shaman. Oh, right, this one. This one's fun. If you suspend it, and it comes in and you have no tapped lands, you draw a card. Pit Keeper. Some no land spy action here. Reality Acid. Enchant permanent. Oh, right. The really slow removal spell. Shadow. When it deals combat damage to a player, each player discards a card. Can only block creatures with flying. Gets +2/+0 until end of turn and deals 1 damage to you. Sure. Flash split second. Oops, I went too fast. Okay. Our rare is Walk the Aeons. 6 mana, extra turn, and you can buy it back by sacking 3 islands. Okay. That's cool. And our old border. Elvish Mystic. Not bad. Oh, we have a foil. Our foil is Basalt Gargoyle. Okay. And a Spooter token. Cool. Yeah, Mystic's alright. It's not one of the exciting ones, that's for sure. Extra turn spells that you can buy back if you have enough islands are cool, though. Okay, let's open a Stuffy Doll pack. Okay. Sinew Sliver. We're gonna go a bit faster this time. Edge of Autumn. You can... Oh, right. It's in Doomsday and Legacy. Because you can cycle it for free. Riftbolt. Classic of Modern. Gorgon Recluse. Amru Scout. Two-headed Sliver. All Sliver creatures have Menace. Right, because they have an extra head. And that's... You need to block both heads. That just makes sense. Sacket. Okay. It's just a... gives you enchantment ET. So, triggers Constellation, Nature's Claim, or whatever it's called. Return to Nature. That's the card I'm looking for. Oh. I will put them down. Grave Scrabbler. Drifter Ildal. Shadow. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice it unless you pay a blue. Okay. I mean, it's a 2/1 unblockable. That seems decent. Pendlehaven Elder. Each 1/1 you control gets +1/+2 until end of turn. Solid. Necrotic Sliver. Sack this permanent, destroy target permanent. Okay. Utopia Mycon. Another fungus. Makes more saplings. Was that all of our... Yep. Next is a rare. And the rare is... Draining Whelk. Another 6-mana blue card. This one has Flash and Flying, ETB, counter target spell, put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. Okay. So it's like Mana Drain, but instead of getting mana, you get a swole Draining Whelk. And also it's 6 mana instead of 2. And, ooh, we have another foil, and our old art, perfect. Yes. I needed one of these for Legacy. So, what we're going to do with this one. Yep, we're fine. Oh, that got knocked. We're going to be a bit silly. And... Whoa. So shiny. We're going to replace it. And because we're doing this on camera, everyone can see that I didn't cheat. It is not foil. It's just a regular one. But it's very pretty. And it goes straight into my Legacy sideboard. And there is still an Abrupt Decay in this pack. And whoever drafts this with me can watch this video and know that I didn't cheat. Alright. And then finally a foil Imperasaur. 4 mana, 5/5, spend only mana produced by basic lands to cast this spell. That seems annoying. And a Cloud Sprite. Token. Sure. I love tokens. And I love these tokens that are actually cards. Alright. Sliver Friend. So that's one of the old borders that I wanted for Legacy. The other ones I want are... What are they? Ponder and Thoughtseize. And I also want like a bunch of them for Modern too. Brawl and Remand and Past in Flames. Anyway, Bone Splitter Sliver. All slivers get swole. Destroy target creature with toughness 3 or less. And flashback, so you can do it again. I love the art on 4C. Because they have 4 eyes. And so they can 4C. All slivers have flanking. Wonderful. An illusion, yeah. Kithkin Rebel Scout. Search your library for Rebel permanent card with CMC 3 or less. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Sure. When an ETBs, if you cast it from your hand, add 3 red. Okay, so if you cast it from your hand, it costs 1. That's nice. Thrill the Hunt. +1/+2 until end of turn with flashback. Psychotic Episode. Target player reveals their hand and the top card of their library. You choose a card revealed this way. That player puts the chosen card on the bottom of their library. That's cool. Never seen that one before. Careful Consideration. Draw 4, then discard 3. If you cast a spell during your main phase, draw 4, discard 2. Okay. Solid. Char Rumbler. 4 mana, double strike with fire breathing. Oh, right. This is the weird one that's a -1/3. So you have to fire breathe it at least twice or it doesn't fucking do anything. Okay, one more uncommon. Faceless Devourer. 3 mana, 2/1 with Shadow, and ETB, exile another target creature with Shadow. Returns, they get that card back. Okay, that's very white for a black card to do. Our rare is a mythic. Gauntlet of Power. Nice. Okay. Solid card. ETB, choose a color. Creatures of the chosen color get +1/+1, and basic lands of the chosen color tap for an additional 1 mana. Symmetrical. Keep that in mind. And our old border is... What is that? Oh, Lingering Souls. Solid card. Ooh, that's a foil old border. We have a foil old border, folks. I think it's brown, so it might be like a Chalice of the Void. That would be sweet. But this is the big reveal. Donna, 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 Donna. Oh, okay. Mystic Sanctuary. I mean, it's beautiful. It just got banned in Modern, though. Does someone want to look up the price on this one? I will do it. Well, I wish I had MTG bot and then it could do it for us. But let's go to Card Market. Quickly. Magic. Mystic Sanctuary. Time Spiral. Show me foils. Foils. Yes. Filter. €39. Okay. And to get one in the UK is €68. Cool. Well, that's going in a sleeve and getting sold. Because that is like half the price of the box. All right, and now we need a replacement. Mystic Sanctuary. We'll do the old tap symbol. Tap. Add blue. ETB tapped unless you come on, fucking pen. You... God damn it. There we go. Three. This pen does not want to work. There we go. Plus other islands. Oh, right. It's a land island. That's important. Okay. If ETB untapped. Yeah, it's so pretty. We're just gonna say do the thing. I have a bunch of copies of this card. I'll find one later. And replace it. But for now, that is okay. You know, the chance of getting any foil borders is really low, so getting one is pretty good. I'll take it. Oh, we'll keep that pack out so that we can fix that later. Okay. Next pack. Riftbolt. Gorgon Recluse. Talarian Sentinel. Blue and tap, discard a card, bounce something. That's sweet on a 4 mana 1/3. Bound in Silence, pacifism, but more expensive. But it's a rebel. That's relevant. Okay. That makes more sense. I like Fortify. It's a solid card. 3 mana 2/2 can't be blocked except by... Oh, it has... Shit, which one is this? It's not Fear. Fear is black. It's... I don't know. There's a keyword for this thing. I can't remember what it is. Or it can only be blocked by artifact creatures and creatures that share a color with it. My foot is falling asleep, so we're going to adjust. 2/1 with Reach and Death Touch. Yeah, so Fear is artifact or black, but there's one that's artifact or shares a color. I can't remember what it is. Ow. Should not have sat on my foot. But Bewilder. -3, -7 until end of turn. Draw a card. Okay. Uncommons. Blue and X with buyback 3. Counter target spell with CMC X. Solid. Skittering Monstrosity. 5 mana 5/5. When you cast a creature, sack it. Oh. Okay. That's weird. Paradise Plume. Beautiful card. 4 mana artifact. As it ETBs, choose a color. Whenever player casts a spell of the chosen color, you may gain a life. And it taps for a mana of the chosen color. Okay. Kind of weird. A little expensive for what it does. Rare is Pact of the Titan. Thank you for the follow, Particle33. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Pact of the Titan. 0 mana, make a 4/4 red giant creature token. With it, that's instant speed. And pay 5 mana on your next turn, or you lose. Yes! Yes! Another one I want for Legacy. Okay, let's force your opponent to cast a Pact card. That sounds fun. I'm not sure what that one is. Oh, there's also a foil here. What's the foil? It's not... it's a common. Okay. Gossamer Phantasm. Flying, it becomes the target of a spell or ability. Sack it. Oh, right. That's actually some really nice foiling. We're gonna play with that in a second. After we swap this ponder for a different ponder. Ugh. The foil ponder is, I think, the second most expensive in the set. So, not quite that lucky. But this is just a strict upgrade. Ponder for ponder. Okay. Ponder into the pack. Don't tell anyone. It's totally the same card. And ponder into my deck. Exciting. Now let's play with this foil a bit because it looks really pretty. Yeah, that foiling is really nice. It's so shiny. Okay. Intimidate is the keyword I was thinking of. Thank you, Nick. And I think Dave said that earlier. Yeah. I was vaguely paying attention. I'm just a little bit bad at it because I'm excited. Okay, next. So, we're doing pretty well. We're 5 packs in. I got 2 old borders that I wanted for Legacy. And a foil old border that if it sells will pay for half the box. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Talarian Sentinel. Banalish Cavalry. I love flanking just because it's so silly. Like, it's not a good mechanic, but it's so funny. It's very flavorful, but it just sucks. I like this cycle of, like, pay 1 mana, suspend 4 or 5 for a giant thing. It is better than... Oh, I have a soft spot for banding. I love banding just because I decided one day while I was chatting with Alistair at the store to read through the, like, 10 sub-rules in the comprehensive rules of how banding works. And so I actually know how banding works, and I enjoy it. But I'm one of those crazy people who went to law school and therefore, like, loves reading rules. So, yeah, banding is just, like, my level of nonsense super complicated. Icar Slick. Oh, right! This is actually a really fun card that's the most expensive Madness card. I'll bring it up closer for you. So, it's the most expensive Madness card because it can discard itself. Because it has both Cycling and Madness. So you can discard it for 2 and then cast it with Madness for 4. So you can cast it for 3 mana, or you can pay 6 and cast it and draw a card, which is really good. And it's a removal spell. It's just a very strong card. Layers are also very interesting. And, like, nicely, most of the time they just work how you would expect them to work, unless someone's playing Stasis. Gain life equal to the life you lost this turn. Okay, cool. So, Glenn, Nick is a Magic judge. He judges all of the tournaments at my LGS here in Brighton, and is great. And so, yeah, would be someone who hates layers. Homing Sliver. Each Sliver card in each player's hand has Sliver Cycling 3. Pay 3, discard it, search your library for a sliver card. That's strong. That is very strong. And I love it. Evolution Charm. Grab a basic, regrow a creature, or give flying. Sure. Assassinate. Okay. Again, killing tapped creatures is very white. I don't know why black is doing it, but fine. Silverstream Serpent. I guess because planar chaos things is why black is doing it. When you control no islands, sack it. Can't attack unless defending player controls an island, and if you control no islands, you have to sack it. Weird. Sure. That's a strange card. So do you like, how do you give your opponent islands? I know there's that one Dryad that like lets you tutor a forest from your deck and give it to someone else that gives all your creatures forest walk, which is super funny. Spreading Seas, yes. Spreading Seas, right. That classic Merfolk card. I forgot about that. Okay. Firemaw Kavu. We're into the uncommons. ETB, deal 2 damage to target creature. Leaves the battlefield, deal 4 damage to target creature. Sure. There is no blue Urborg, but there is Spreading Seas, which is an enchant land that turns that land into an island. And so you enchant one of your opponent's lands and then play all of your merfolk with Island Walk and then murder them. Keen Sense is I remember this as a solid card. When enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. Yeah. Molten Slag Heap. Oh, right, the storage lands. Okay, solid. And I think we're on to the rare question mark. Yes. Nice. I wanted a Slaughter Pact. So it's 0 mana, instant, destroy target non-black creature, and then you have to pay 3 in your upkeep or you lose the game. Unless you like Angel's Grace or something. But most of the time you have to pay 3 or you lose the game. And our old border is Remand. Very nice. I need that for Modern. And an Assembly Worker token. The least exciting thing to do with Tron. So for those of you who don't know, the Urzatron lands, if you have all 3 of them in play, the 3 lands together tap for 7 mana. Time Spiral block brought us a 4th Urza land in Urza's, like, I don't know, shop or something, workshop, something like that. And it has an activated ability, 7 mana, make a 2/2 Assembly Worker. So, but most of the time, you'd rather just cast Karn Liberated with that 7 mana. Because, yeah. Morph, bounce 2 islands to their owner's hand. That's funny. That's really funny. If you're in a blue mirror, just Stone Rain them to morph your creature and draw 2 cards. Love it. Slivers have flanking. We saw that one already. Fungus. Oh, does it say you control? Rude. You control. Okay. Reading the card explains the card. But more importantly, reading all the words on the card explains the card. You know what? It's Time Spiral. Stone Raining your opponent to draw 2 cards seemed like a thing that could happen. Brute Force. Tendrils of Corruption. Deals X damage to target creature and you gain X life, where X is the number of swamps you control. Solid. Alright. Can't be blocked except by artifact. Oh, right. This. It has Intimidate. That's the word I was looking for. I'm interested to know if in original Time Spiral block these actually had Intimidate, or if, and they just like took the keyword out, but that seems unlikely. Yes, Grape Shot. Not the art I like for Grape Shot. This isn't Grape Shot. This is someone flicking a coin that's now like a ball of a mace. The original Grape Shot art looks like someone shooting like a shotgun that their arm has become. You like the version of Magic where you just decide what a card does and go with it? Yeah, that's it's kind of like that Silver Border card where you have to play each card as it's written, not how it's been oracled. Which would break the new Prismari Commander because they got its name wrong in its card text. Thrill of the Hunt. Target creature gets +1/+2. Oh yeah, we saw that one. Seekers did not have Intimidate. Yeah, I figured given that it's Time Spiral block, they probably wouldn't be trying to make it less complicated. That seems like an exercise in futility. We saw this one already. I mean, Glenn, that's how playing the textless cryptic command works. You just tell them that it does these two things and they have to believe you. Or if it's competitive, they should ask a judge and get the card text. Joda's Avenger. 6 mana, 4/4/0 until end of turn. It gets -1/-1 and gains your choice of double strike, pro red, vigilance, or shadow. Okay. Sorry, Nick. Bringing up flashbacks to textless cryptic commands, I guess. Celestial Crusader. Flash split second. Flying. Other white creatures get +1/+1. Cool. I like split second. It's fun. Oh, a creature with split second is interesting. Very cool. I think that was 2 uncommons. Yeah, we have one more uncommon, which looks like a land. Oh, hey, Urza's Factory. The least interesting thing to do with Tron mana. Pay 7 and tap another land to make a 2/2. And our rare is Dralnu Lichlord. Right? This, like, I get it. It's funny, and it calls back to Urzatron, but it's just so bad. An 8 mana, because you have to tap an extra land, 2/2. I don't understand. Lichlord, 3 blue-black for a 3/3. If damage would be dealt to it, sack that many permanents instead. Right, tap target instant sorcery card in your graveyard, gains flashback until end of turn. That's a cool commander. I like it. You gotta have a lot of permanents, though, or you're losing lands. And our old border is... sure. A non-foil Mystic Sanctuary. We also have a foil. It is not old border. It is a giant dust wasp. That is hard to say. 5 mana 3/3 or a 2 mana 3/3 with suspend 4. Sure. And the bat token that is made by that one Sengir vampire. That's, you know what? You're right, Peter. If you do what I do on Arena when I'm drafting and flood the fuck out, getting to spend 8 mana for a 2/2 is better than nothing. Okay. Next pack. Hoppin'. Yeah. Spore stuff. Oh. Sure. A red bear that bounces a creature? Time Spiral, man. Black Tapper. Sure. Exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Bounce a creature. Okay. I mean, I'd rather have Force of Will, but... Blink. Reality Acid. Judge Unworthy. Choose target attacking your blocking creature. Scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. Deals damage to that card's equal to that card's converted mana cost to that creature. Okay. Sure. With some deck stacking, that could be really fun. Still love this new chromatic star art. 2 heads are better than 1. Oh yeah. Black control. Excuse me. Black stealing a creature. I love it. Might Sliver. All slivers get +2/+2. Wait, was this one an uncommon? It is. Okay. That's our second uncommon? Yes. Got the blue-white storage land. And our rare. Ooh, yes. Okay. That's a money card. And one I wanted. So we're not selling that one. But love that card. I wanted that card for something. Probably Commander. Because it's just amazing. And our old border is Young Peasy. Sure. And we have a foil. Foil Primal Force Mage. Words are hard. 3 mana 2/2. Whenever another creature ETBs under your control gets +3/+3. That creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Okay, so you better have some haste. Ooh, that foiling, like pulling out the like aura around them. That's really nice. Or just fling it. Oh, I was playing in the non-ranked queues on Arena yesterday, and someone discarded 2 Colossifications. It's like, okay, something's happening to me. And eventually they played Storm Herald, the card that like brings back all the auras from your graveyard for a turn and attaches them to something. And so then it was like a 43/43, and then they flung it at my face, and then I died. And you know what? Fair play. Up until then, they had done literally nothing except cast like Cathartic Reunion and Thrill of Possibility, and just like discard draw cards, which, you know, it worked. Okay, 4C, 3 mana 2/3, vanishing 3, ETB, or leaves, gain 2 life. Yep. Yeah, we saw that one already. Choose target. Oh, we're right. Scry 3, reveal top card, murder something. Yeah, that deck was clearly a glass cannon. It did the one thing, and it did it pretty effectively, you know? I was playing a precon to get my dailies. Ancient Grudge, Elvish, or Elf Spellshaper, but their name is Greenseeker. With beautiful Rebecca Gay art. I'm so excited for her new art that's coming soon to the game. I don't know what it is. I just know that it's coming, and I don't care because I'm excited. 2 mana 1/1 tap. Target player loses a life. 4 and tap. Tutor another rebel. Sure. Outrider Encore. Encore. 3 mana 2/2 flanking. Next one, damage will be dealt to it. Dealt to target creature. Okay. Redirect to damage. That's cool. 4 mana 1/4. Scry 1, then Scry 2, then Scry 3. Okay. Very weird. Very cool. Was that an uncommon? It was. Okay. Silversmith. 2 mana 1/1, 1 and tap, discard a card, create a 1/1 colorless sliver artifact creature token named Metallic Sliver. Okay, yeah, so just make... Oh, weird. It's one of the few shapeshifters that doesn't have Changeling. And is this a rare? I think this is a rare. It is. Jaya Ballard. Nice. I actually have an original Time Spiral one of this. The original Planeswalker. With 3 abilities. Jinx, Glenn. And our old border is Ramanap Ruins. Okay, that's meh. It's fine. I don't play it in anything, but I'm sure I could. And we have a foil. Coral Trickster. 2 mana, Merfolk Rogue, 2/1 with Morph for a blue. When it's turned faced up, you can tap or untap target permanent. Okay. And a Llanowar Elves token. Some of these random old borders I'll have to look up prices for. Because I think some of them are decently priced, and if I... Like, Ramanap Ruins, I'm never going to play. Because that's just not the style of deck I build. Okay. Suspend, yeah. Young Peasy going for €3. Okay. Eh. Probably not worth selling. Sinew Sliver, Edge of Autumn, Rift Bolt, Phantasm, Rebel, who gets Rebels, Sliver Menache, Constellation, Return to Nature. Oh, right, Grave Scrabbler, you can Grave Robber something if you cast it for Madness. Oh, it has Fire Farting? What's the opposite of Fire Breathing called? Does anyone know? Where you pay a red and it gets a bigger booty? Butt Breathing. Okay, yeah. That's why I said Fire Farting, right? It's... Butt Breathing works. Riftwind Cloudskate, Cube All-Star. What does it actually do? ETB, return target permanent to its owner's hand. Suspend 3 for 2. Yeah, you just always suspend that card. Rebuff the Wicked. Counter target spell that targets Bruna you control. And our rare is Miri the Cursed. Solid commander card. 4 mana, 3/2, flying for strike haste. Deals combat damage to a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on her. And our old border is brown, so it's either a land or an artifact. We're hoping for a good artifact. Panharmonicon. That's a solid one. It is a white counterspell. It's a white situational counterspell. There's a white good, like, straight-up counterspell in this set as well. In Mana Tithe. Yeah, Panharmonicon's a solid one, and I don't own one, so that's cool. And Cloud Sprite. Okay. Hey Jim, welcome. I have not yet gotten Thoughtseize or Gary. But we did get a foil Mystic Sanctuary, which is very nice. I should actually put that in a top loader so it doesn't curl too much. It's gonna curl because it's a new foil, but there we go. Oh, you know what? Let's go all out. The old foiling definitely, like, never curled, and the European cards tend to curl less than the American ones, but I did see it curling a little bit, so we're gonna just preemptively extra sleeve it. Go in. Come on. There you go. Okay. Did I do this pack? I did not do this pack. Gorgon Recluse is a really fun Madness card. Right. The one that totally does what I want it to do. Silver creatures have flanking. Spore counters make saplings. Peter, you want to remind Jim to click that follow button? Yes. Foils that have curled... Thanks, Jim. Foils that have curled enough to be discernible in your deck count as marked cards. Unless your whole deck is foil and all curled the same amount. Brute Force. Drifter Ildal. Right, that one. Can't be blocked. Right. Intimidate. Another Grape Shot. I just want to draft Storm. That's all I ever want to do. Let's play Storm. And Strixhaven has Storm in the set. You can draft Storm on Arena. I don't know how viable it's going to be, but there's Tendrils of Agony, and I'm super excited. Psychotic Episode, right. As long as it's all marked the same way, right, Nick? If you mark each one differently, that's different. Oh, I'm not gonna... am I gonna try and pronounce this? I'm gonna try and pronounce this. Phthisis. 7 mana, 4 of... That's Grizzlebrand mana. This better be good if it costs Grizzlebrand mana. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses life equal to its power plus its toughness. Okay, that's actually pretty solid. Or you can pay 2 and suspend it for 5 turns and hope that they have something worth killing on the 5th turn. Meyer Boa. Well, also that. Meyer Boa, 2 mana, 2/1, Swamp Walk, and regenerate. Cool. Green-white storage land. If you target an indestructible Eldrazi with it, do they still lose life if it doesn't get destroyed? That is a good question for Nick. I think maybe. And our rare is an artifact. Okay, we already had one of those from the Buy a Box promo, but still. Great for the limited environment of this box. And our old border is Beast Within. Good card. Solid, solid card. And looks like... do we have... No, just a Sapperling token. Cool. All right. I don't know how far we are into this box, but that's okay. Counting is hard. And I have not been paying attention. Okay. Itchy face. Itchy nose. Thallid Germinator. Orcish Cannonade. Urborg Siphon Mage. 3 tap, discard a card. Each other player loses 2 life. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. Okay. That's solid. Another Cube All-Store. No, it wasn't a foil Beast Within, just a regular old border one. We can, like I said, I have replacements. I can trade that Lotus Bloom, Dave, and replace it in the box. We have that technology. I will pull that pack. Nope, wrong one. Where is it? There it is. We'll pull that pack and deal with it later. Okay, Luterial Core. Nantuko Shaman. ETB. Oh, right. Pitkeeper. Sacrum. This is... I haven't seen this one before. 3 mana, 2/1. Pay 2 to give it flying. Pay 2 and sack it to draw a card. Alright. That's solid. Sack it to replenish all the life you lost. Another Grape Shot. Deals combat damage to a player. That player discards a card. Okay. Arcblade. 2 damage to any target. Exile it with 3 time counters on it. Oh, it just keeps coming every 3 turns. Sure. I like it. Assuming they don't counter it. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If you cast the spell during your main phase, it gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Okay. That's like the Unbreakable Formation text. It was the Azorius mechanic, I think, in Guilds of Ravnica. I think because you exile it with the time counters, flashback is fine with that. That's my understanding of how Feather works. Alright, and our rare. Ooh! Nice. Another one that I wanted. It's Dryad Arbor. I'm low-key tempted to put this in my Squirrels deck with Intruder Alarm so that I can make infinite squirrels with Squirrel Nest because I'm a monster. But the whole point of that deck is that it's lower power than most of my decks, so maybe not have an infinite squirrel army. Though, to be fair, there's no way to give them haste. Well, it's instant speed, so there is a way to give them haste. Anyways, love a good Dryad Arbor. I prefer the future shifted frame, but at least this isn't the one from the vault that just looks like a forest, like looks like a basic land, and it's impossible to tell. So, Jim, Squirrel Nest enchants a land and gives that land tap, make a 1/1 squirrel token. Intruder Alarm is like 2 blue or 1 blue. Creatures don't untap during their controller's untap step, but whenever a creature enters the battlefield, untap all creatures. Dryad Arbor is a land and a creature, so if you enchant Dryad Arbor with Squirrel's Nest, you tap it, make a squirrel, which then untaps it, and then you tap it and make another squirrel, which untaps it, etc. Thanks, Epsilon. 2 and a blue for Intruder Alarm. I have a foil from Mystery Boosters, so like I own the combo now. I am tempted to put it in there because an army of squirrels is hilarious. Anyways, ooh, very nice. Old Border Path to Exile. I love a good Path to Exile, even if Mark Rosewater hates it. And I think we have a foil. We do have a foil. A foil Ivory Giant. What's that? ETB, tap all non-white creatures. Suspend 5 for a white. Solid. I like that, like, the water or something that it's coming out of, and its eyes are foil. That's really cool. Okay. And a soldier. I hope this is as exciting for y'all as it is for me. I'm really enjoying this. And all these silly stories that I have as we go. Coral Trickster. Morph for 1. Oh, right. Morph it to Twiddle. 3 damage to target non-white creature. Sure. Till end of turn, target creature gains trample and +X/+X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Okay. So you go wide and then you go real tall. Yeah, solid. Goblin. Discard a card to give it shadow. And hope that no one's playing that random land. Ooh, Logic Knot. I remember this one. Yeah. Logic Knot is a super fun counterspell, and this new art is just beautiful. Blue X with Delve, counter target spell unless its controller pays X. White 2 mana 2/2 with flash. ETB, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. Always here for a storm card. Empty the Warrens. Modern and Legacy All-Star. Utopia Vow. 2 mana, enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, but has tap, add 1 mana of any color. Okay. So it kind of turns it into a land, but it's still a creature? Sure. That's alright. I guess if it's something really scary, you can ramp your opponent in exchange for their thing not doing stuff. Yeah, I wish I was playing Pauper when Empty and Grape Shot were legal, but I understand why they're not. Because Dark Ritual is, and it's just disgusting. That's fine. Oh, was that an uncommon? It was not. Okay. Haze of Rage. That sounds like an NES game. 2 mana, buy back 2. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Oh, with Storm. How have I never seen this weird Storm card? That is cool. A Storm card that you can buy back instead of having to, like, remand your own spell? That's very sweet. I like it a lot. Skittering Monstrosity. 5 mana, 5/5. Oh, right. When you cast a creature spell, you have to sack it. Storm Entity. 2 mana, 1/1 haste. ETB with a counter on it for each other spell cast this turn. Okay, I like it. It, like, has Storm get counters. And our rare is Kervek the Merciless. 7 mana, 5/4. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, deal damage equal to that spell's CMC to any target. The Ashlyn Rose's deck with this on game nights was really cool, and it was sad that it didn't really get to go off. And our old border is Tusker. Okay. The reason that Ashlyn's deck didn't really get to go off. That one might be worth a little bit. And another Cloud Sprite. Cool. Go back in the pack. Oh, you mean Thor? Or I think it's Thorolf or something. But it's Thor. Yeah, it's basically Thor, but whatever the magic version of Thor is. Coral Trickster, Sunlance. We've seen most of these commons before, so we're just going to go pretty fast through them. Empty, Utopia. Okay, so this is a thing. I've been noticing recently that the collation of commons in packs has not been as randomized as you would think it should be. And I often get the same commons in a row in multiple packs. Yeah, Peter, that's what I'm talking about. For the last few sets, it feels like commons are in like 3 or 4 card chunks, and you'll get those chunks in packs together. Pongify, solid card. Prodigal Pyromancer. Oh, right. The red shifted Tim that then red took over pingers from blue after this. Shivan Meteor. 5 mana, 13 damage to target creature. Or 3 mana will suspend 2. Sure, just a little bit of overkill. That works really well with Thor, speaking of which. Rare. Oh, hey, it's the one that becomes a bat. Flying, pay 2. It becomes a bat that has sack this, return it. Yeah, so you pay 2, exile Skittering Monstrosity. It becomes a bat. And then you can pay 2 to sack the bat and return Skittering Monstrosity to the battlefield. Alright, and our old border is Hedron Archive. Alright, that's meh. Oh dear. Yeah, because, well, I don't remember how Toralf is exactly worded. Do you still deal the excess damage to the stuffy doll and then get to just do it like 13, then 12, then 11, then 10, then 9, then 8, then 7, etc.? Or does he replace the, like, do you have to not deal the excess damage? Okay, so Nick is suggesting that it works the way I just said, which is pretty cool. Piracy Charm. Target creature gets Island Walk, or +2, -1, or target player discards a card. Sure. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has Shadow, and prevent all damage that would be dealt by it this turn. Can it do that 12 to Stuffy Doll? Or is it to another target? Hellbent gets +2/+2 as long as you have no cards in hand. Morph, discard a card. Oh, that's cool. Helps you get to Hellbent. Fortify we've seen. Prismatic Lens, solid commander card. Needle Peak Spider. 4 mana, 4/2 with reach. Toralf can't target the same thing twice in a row. Okay. That would be hilarious if he could. But I understand why he can't, given that he's in standard with the red angry Gobbo Boy, who is a stuffy doll clone. Discard a card, search your library for basic land card revealed, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Cool. That's the first time I've actually read the text on that, because I just keep getting distracted by that Rebecca Gay art. We saw this one before. I think if you had a Brash Taunter and Stuffy Doll, you could bounce it between the two of them. That would be the dream, right? Sudden Death. 1 black, instant, split second, target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Okay. Come on. Oh, I haven't seen this Street Wraith art before. I like it. I don't know if it's new or just... because there have been reprints of Street Wraith. I just have the Future Shifted border one. Because I love that border. But... Street Wraith, solid card. Cycling, pay 2 life. You can also cast it, but it's cycling, pay 2 life. And our rare is Thelion. How else can I butcher this name? Green for a 2/2. Pass the vanilla test. Legendary Elf Druid. Each fungus creature you get gets +1/+1 for each spore counter on it. Black-green, exile a fungus card from your graveyard, put a spore counter on each fungus on the battlefield. That's cool. So enable the fungus deck. That's really neat. Ooh. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Peter, I got a thing for you. Old Border Feather. Very nice. And we have a foil. Our foil is Sarah Avenger. Oh, hey, the box art. Or, not box art. Pack art. So these foils are starting to curl a bit. Probably because my dehumidifier is off. but that'll fix. So white for a 3/3. You can't cast a spell during your first, second, or third turns of the game. Sure. But it's a 3/3 with flying and vigilance for 2. And a sapperling. Yeah, you can do whatever you want as long as you don't cast it. Alright. I think we're about halfway done. Sinew Sliver. Edge of Autumn. Dead and Gone. What's this one do? 2 damage to target creature for 1, or 3 for return target creature you don't control to its... Okay. So... shock a thing, or bounce a thing. It sounds like a black card, but Gone is a blue effect, so who knows? 5 mana 3/1 with Shadow, or more likely, a 2 mana Suspend 2 3/1 with Shadow, which is much better. 4 mana 3/3 with Kicker 4, Convoke, and if it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it. That's cool. Convoke with Kicker is a really interesting interaction. I like it. Assassinate we've seen. Veiling Oddity. Spend 4 for 2 for a 2/3. When the last time counter is removed from it, while it's exiled, creatures can't be blocked this turn. That's helpful. There's the good white counter spell in this set. Mana Tithe. 1 white, counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. One of my favorite cards in white, just because nobody expects it, and I love it. Another Prismatic Lens. Harmonize, solid card. Although it did kind of pave the way for green to do everything, but you know, mistakes were made. Core Dirge. 3 mana instant. All damage that we dealt this turn to target creature you control by a source of your choice is dealt to another target creature instead. That's very specific, but not terrible. Return to Dust. Solid. A little expensive, but not bad. And our rare is okay. Flagstones of Trocaire. I have one of these, but it's a very good card. I like it a lot. It's a legendary land, taps for a white. When it's put into your graveyard into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may search your library for a plains card and put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. It's a great land to blow up. And our old border is okay. Doman's Veto. Not terrible. And an ape. Okay. I can't tell how many packs we have left. It's quite a few. I could count the little thingies, but that takes work, and I'd rather just open packs. Discard a card, give it Shadow. Yeah. We saw Piracy Charm. Right. Flying Haste, Echo, yeah. Hellbent. Bewilder, target creature. Yeah, we've seen this. Fortify, we've seen. Prismatic Lens, we've seen. A red spider, sure. Probably planar shifted. Green Seeker. Knight of the Holy Nimbus. We haven't seen this one before. Oh. We're getting spoilers that are rare as white and legendary. Knight of the Holy Nimbus. White for a 2/2 with flanking. If it would be destroyed, regenerate it. 2 Can't be regenerated this turn. Only your opponents may activate this ability. Oh, that's cool. So it basically has Ward 2. Kind of. But slightly different. I like it. Tromp the Domains. 6 mana sorcery domain. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain trample and get +1. And +1/+1 for each basic land type among lands you control. Okay. That's interesting. Croson Grip, nice. Another one that I don't have and would like for Commander. So that's a good pickup. And what's our rare? Mangara of Corondor. 3 mana, 1/1. Oh, right. This is the one that you can do very silly things with, right? Because exiling it and target permanent are part of the resolution, not the cost. Yeah, that's it. Mangara, please flicker me of Corondor. Because you don't have to exile him as part of the cost of exiling the other thing. So you flicker him in response. Bye, Nick. Thanks for all your help with judge questions and everything. Ooh, Old Border Mystic Confluence. Very nice. That one's for Nick on the way out. Choose 3. You can choose the same mode more than once. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. Bounce a creature and draw a card. And a Knight token. Black 2/2 Knight with pro white, haste, and flanking. Okay. Okay, we might just like run through the comments before. Flash, enchant, -2/-1. Looter, Ivory Giant, Penumbra Spyro, Riddle of Lightning. I don't think we've seen that one before. Choose any target, scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. Wait, didn't we just see that card in white? Chat, didn't we see this exact effect on a white card too? Or am I going insane? Not mutually exclusive, but the white one was only creatures. That makes sense. Still, interesting. Time Spiral things. Lymph Sliver. That's sure. 5 mana, 3/3. All slivers have absorb 1. If source would deal damage to a sliver, prevent 1 of that damage. Okay. Oh, it had to be attacking or blocking and only a creature. Okay, so the white one's worse, but probably way cheaper. I think the white one was 2 mana versus 5. Yeah. So, better, worse. Llanowar Mentor. 1 mana, 1/1. Green and tap, discard a card. Make a Llanowar Elves. Right. That's how you make the Llanowar Elves that we had. Fury Sliver. All slivers have double strike. And are we onto our rare? Nope. One more uncommon. Blue-black storage land. You know, we've gotten 4 different storage lands, which is nice. And our rare. Radha, Heir to Keld. Red-green for a 2/2. When she attacks, you may add red-red, or you can tap her for a green. And our old border is the crap. Stonehorn Dignitary. I do not remember this card being on this sheet at all. 4 mana, 1/4. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent skips their next combat phase? I've literally never heard of this card. Cool, though. And another disappointing thing to do with... Oh, is that Rune? It could be Rune. That would make sense. The most disappointing thing to do with Tron. Alright. Oh, he's in rune. I can read. That makes sense as a solid thing to just like bounce constantly so that, yeah, opponents don't get combat steps. Okay. Shadow as long as you have no cards in hand. Ooh, Joyra's Time Bug. Choose target permanent you control or suspended card you own. If that permanent or card has a time counter on it, you may remove a time counter from it or put another one on it. Cool. Right, so Flo can't kill you with rats. I understand. 5 mana, 5/3, vanilla, sure. Blade of the Sixth Pride, another one that new art and a new frame for the first time. Used to be just in the Future Sight frame. All slivers have reach, solid. 2 mana, 1/5, ETB, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand, and some pretty horrifying art. 3 mana, 0/2, defender and haste with loot, sure. Whipspine Drake. Oh, weird. Its morph is a different color than its mana cost. That's kind of cool. Mycologist. 2 mana. Oh, right. This is a color shifted sapperling maker. Fungus dude. Stay. Okay. Our rare is Aeon Chronicler. 5 mana, star. Power and toughness each equal to the number of cards in your hand. Or you can suspend X for X and 4. X can't be 0. Whenever a time counter is removed from it while it's in exile, draw a card. I like it. And old border is Bajuka Bog. Nice. I love the way that this one looks in the old border. Old land border. And a giant token. To be fair, if you stop Flo from killing you with rats, he just exsanguinates and then you lose anyway. It's my experience with his black decks. I am excited to build like Willow Dusk, the new Golgari, not Golgari, Witherbloom commander, as like a cheeky exsanguinate deck. When this dies, make a 2/4 spider with reach, sure. Oh, that's new Simian Spirit Guide art. That's pretty. Unfortunate that it was also just banned in Modern, but very pretty. I still prefer the angry one in the Future Sight frame, but it's rarely worth questioning where the mana comes from. Just be grateful. Jaya Ballard, Task Mage. Yeah. I'm on board with that, Jaya. Oof. Okay. What's next? Icar Slick. Oh, right. We saw that one. It's great. Coral Trickster. Blight Speaker. Drifter. White Mane Lion. We got some spoilers. Utopia Vow. Alright. Uncommons. Pro Black, flanking, suspend 3. Oh, its suspend cost and its actual cost are the same. But if you suspend it, oh, you also make the 2/2 black knight creature token with flanking, pro white, and haste. That's cool. Yeah. Red mana just comes from giant apes. Doesn't come from lands or mountains. Firewake Sliver. 1 red-green for a 1/1 sliver. All slivers have haste and have 1 and sack. Target sliver gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay. Our rare? Nope. Another uncommon. 4 mana, 3/2. Haste, echo for 1 and a black. And pay red or black to give it fire breathing. Cool. And a rare. Another Rada. Sure. Duplicates aren't all that great, but that's fine. And our old border. That's the word I'm looking for. Nature's Claim. Solid commander card. And a spooter. Alright. We got all the cool stuff at the beginning, and now we're just kind of stalling, which is disappointing. But hopefully it'll pick up again. Alright. Flying, flanking, yeah. We'll just skip through the commons. And there we go. 5 mana, 2/0. Okay. I'm listening. Phantom Warren enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it. Okay. If damage would be dealt to it, prevent that damage and remove a counter. Okay. Very silly. Lightning Axe. Classic modern burn card. It's an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, or pay 5. Deal 5 damage to target creature. Nightshade Assassin. 4 mana, 2/1, first strike. ETB, you can reveal X black cards in your hand. If you do, target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. Madness for 2. Okay. Yeah, if you can flip the worm's power and toughness, it'll never die to damage. And a rare. Assassin of Angel. Words are hard. Angel of Salvation. 8 mana, 5/5. Not super great so far. Flash, okay. Convoke, better. Flying, obviously it's an angel. When it ETBs, prevent the next 5 damage that would be dealt this turn to any number of targets divided as you choose. Okay. It's meh. You can probably abuse it. Old border. Stinkweed Imp. Nice. The little gravestone on the old border cards that care about the graveyard is my favorite thing. I love that little gravestone so much. So Stinkweed Imp is technically a creature. The important part of it is that it's dredge 5. It has other text. The important part is dredge 5. And it's Sapperling. Where's our foils? I haven't had a foil in a while. Alright, let's skip the commons. There we go. Joda's Avenger. We've seen this one before. Dune Rider Outlaw. Black for a 1/1 pro green. At the beginning of each end step, if it dealt damage to an opponent this turn, put a counter on it. Alright. Oh, right. So, the original Clockwork cards from Homelands have +1/+0 counters on them and are 0/4s, but then they decided that +1/+0 counters aren't allowed. And so the newer Clockworks from like this set have +1/+1 counters and are 0/0s, which is fine. It's not as exciting. Anyway, Clockwork Hydra. 5 mana, 0/0. Clockwork Hydra enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever it attacks or blocks, remove a counter from it. If you do, it deals 1 damage to any target. Oh, that's different. Okay, and you can tap to put a counter on it. Okay, that's cool. Not quite as flavorful as the original Clockworks, but still cool. And a rare. Oh, this one's fun. Greater Gargadon. Gargadon. 10 mana, 9/7. But the more important part is red, suspend 10, but you can sack an artifact or creature or land to remove a time counter from it. But you can only activate that when it's suspended, obviously, because you can't. Anyways, really fun suspend card. And our Old Border Farseek, beautiful. That was dumb. This ring is really fun, but it loves catching in my hair. Oh, do we have a foil? No. Ooh, I like this goblin token a lot. I might have to steal that and put it into my pile of goblin tokens with my Empty the Warrens decks. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 packs left. Okay. Big Game Hunter, 3 mana 1/1, ETB, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, can't be regenerated, and madness for a black. Mystical Teachings, 4 mana instant, search your library for an instant card or a card with flash, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. And flashback for 5 and a black. Okay. It's not bad. Delay. Ooh, this is a pricey card, if I remember correctly. The original, at least, is pricey. Because it's a really strong counter spell in CEDH. So it's 1 and a blue for an instant. Counter target spell. If a spell is countered this way, exile it with 3 time counters on it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Basically, 3 turns is forever in CEDH. So, ooh, nice. Speaking of expensive counter spells, I already have one of these, but can never have too many Pact of Negations. And or might sell this one. And our Old Border is Containment Priest. Okay, I think that one's worth a couple quid. And there's a foil. Foil Coalition Relic. It's a solid foil rare. Unfortunate that it's a little bent, but Coalition Relic is a very nice card. All right. And another Llanowar Elves token. Why are these packs not lying flat? TSR's Pact of Negation is under 10. Interesting. That's good. I like card prices going down. That's important. Because when I bought Pact of Negation, it was like 20 something. So, I'd much rather it be less than that for other people. Minions Murmurs. 4 mana, draw X, lose X, where X is the number of creatures you control. I like it. Gaia's Anthem. Enchantment. Oh, it's an anthem. Right. All your creatures get +1/+1. Cautery Sliver. Yeah, European prices are weird and good. So I do have the original Future Sight one, but I like it. Anyways. Red-white for a 2/2. All slivers have 1. Sack this permanent. It deals 1 damage to any target. All slivers have 1. Sack this permanent. Prevent the next 1 damage that will be dealt to target player, planeswalker, or sliver creature this turn. Cool. And our rare is Fungus Sliver. 4 mana 2/2. All slivers have, whenever this creature is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's disgusting. There's also weird stuff now with European prices that, like, the lowest prices on Card Market, if you're in the UK, you can charge quite a bit more because people only want to buy from within the UK to avoid customs charges and delays because Brexit. But anyways, that's future nonsense. And our old border card, Master of the Pearl Trident. 2 mana, 2/2. Other merfolk you control get +1/+1 and Island Walk. Classic Legacy merfolk card. Do we have a foil? We do have a foil. Our foil is Minache Sliver. And the token that they printed wrong. Yeah, that's cool. That's a nice foil. I like it. This token actually is Kobold of Carekeep, not just Kobold. But they done fucked up. I hope we get another foil old border card, but it'll be okay if we don't. I got the 2 that I wanted for Legacy. Not all the ones I wanted for Modern, but that was never going to happen because there's a bunch of duplicates that I want for Modern. Griffin Guide. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and flying. When it dies, you make a griffin. Sure. Yeah, the Kaladesh inventions are too pricey for my books. 4 mana, 4/4. Right, fungus. All the funguses do the same thing. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a spore counter on each. Oh, this one's each fungus you control. That's better. And remove 3 counters from it to make a 1/1. Dark Heart Sliver. Black-green. For a 2/2, all slivers have sack this permanent. You gain 3 life. And a rare, Angel's Grace. Speaking of ways to not die to your pacts, Angel's Grace. You can't lose the game this turn, and your opponents can't win the game this turn. Until end of turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead, with Split Second. And Old Border. What is this? Bedlam Reveler. I also didn't know this one was on this sheet. What's it do? 8 mana, 3/4. Not sold yet. Costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. And has prowess. ETB, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Okay. I could see that working pretty solid. Not the most exciting thing I've ever seen, but not terrible. Yeah, very good in a prowess deck. It's kind of like Chandra's Incinerator in that way. Where, like, it normally costs $1 billion, but if you can cast a few spells, it barely costs anything. Oh, yeah. Good old Arclight Phoenix. Gemhide Sliver. Make all your slivers tap for mana. Sliver Cycling. Echo, discard a card. Calciderm. There were a few commons in this pack that we haven't seen before. That's nice. What's this? Not wanting to cover up. Really want to give me spoilers here, Calciderm. Just fucking stay there. Or not. Fine. 4 mana, 5/5 with Shroud and Vanishing 4. Cool. Will you stay on that pile? You will. Shivan Sandmage. God damn it. 4 mana, 3/2. ETB, choose 1. Remove 2 time counters from target permanent or suspended card. Put 2 time counters on target permanent with a time counter on it or suspended card. And it also has suspend 4 for 1 red. That could be fun, like, screw up your opponent's timing on their suspend. Oh, we had this one in foil. Yeah, make all your things swole when they ETB. And our rare, Sedge Sliver. 3 mana, 2/2. All slivers have this creature gets +1/+1 as long as you control a swamp. And all slivers have black, regenerate this permanent. There's a disgusting sliver deck in this box for whoever drafts this with me. And our old border is Ewit. Okay. Eternal Witness, 3 mana, 2/1. ETB, return a card from your graveyard to your hand. And a Goblin token. Yeah. All right. Double check that there's... Oh, Terramorphic Expanse. Solid fixing. Think Twice. 2 mana, draw a card. Flashback for 3. Solid. Okay. Premature Burial. 2 mana sorcery. Destroy target non-black creature that entered the battlefield since your last turn ended. Okay. That's very specific. There's so much better black removal for 2 mana. And that's usually instant. But anyway. Brine Elemental. 6 mana, 5/4. Or Morph for 7. Yeesh. When it's turned face up, each opponent skips their next untap step. Okay. That's a reasonable 7 mana effect. Stone Cloaker. That is pretty art. I like that a lot. 3 mana, 3/2. Flash Flying. When it ETBs, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. When it enters the battlefield, exile target card from a graveyard. That's a lot of abilities for a Flash Flying 3/2 for 3. That's actually a really solid card. And a rare is a mythic. Achroma, Angel of Fury. 8 mana, 6/6. Can't be countered. Flying Trample, pro white and blue. Fire Breathing. And Morph for 6. That's a lot of text and card and everything. I like it. I think that's our 3rd mythic. I want to say our 3rd mythic. And old border. Courser of Crufix. Nice. Another one that I wanted for EDH. Eventually I will build a land stack. Because everyone has a land stack, right? Eventually it'll happen. Yeah. Right, Peter? Achroma, the text on her just keeps going. It's kind of ridiculous. Foil. 3 mana, 2/2 with Intimidate in white. And more Spooters. So one thing I'm really liking in this set is that I haven't gotten a single ad card in the token slot. I hate ad cards so much because I love tokens. And we're getting no ad cards, and I love it. It's so wonderful. Okay. Skip the commons. And we can do this. Yeah, it's Questing Beast, but an angel, and in red. But because of that, it costs 1 billion mana instead of 4. Sudden Shock. Shock, but split second, and for an extra mana. Dread Return. Solid card. 4 mana. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or flashback, sack 3 creatures, which is the more important part. Ooh, this one's good too. Split second. Return target permanent to its owner's hand for 3. And our rare is another Sarah Avenger. Alright. Did we get a foil of this before? Do I remember that correctly? Maybe not. Anyway. Another Sarah Avenger. And our old border is... Thragtusk. Great card in Limited. Very disappointing as an old border. When that slot could be so many other things. Like a Thoughtseize. Oh, that's the last one that I want for Legacy. Forgot about that. Right. Okay. I do like this new Simian Spirit Guide art. It's hard to tell because the lighting in my room sucks, but it's got like red wisps coming off the back of it and a beautiful sunset. It's really nice art. Who is this? Lucas Graciano. Very good job. Cloud Seeder. This is the fairy spell shaper that makes a cloud sprite, which is an old card like Llanowar Elves and Kobolds of Carekeep. Muckdrub. 5 mana, 3/3. ETB. Change the target of target spell that targets only a single target to Muckdrub. Madness for 3. Okay. Dormant Sliver. 2 green blue for a 2/2. All slivers have Defender. What? That sucks. Is this like anti-sliver tech? Like you side this in if your opponent is playing slivers? I mean, you do get when a sliver ETBs draw a card, which is solid, but giving them all defense, I guess you just eventually kill this after you've drawn enough cards. Who knows? And a rare. Banalish Commander. 4 mana, star, power and toughness, each equal to the number of soldiers you control. Spend X for X white, X can't be 0. When you remove a time counter from it, make a soldier. Okay, so it's like the equivalent of that blue one that we saw that draws you cards and its power and toughness are equal to cards in hand. Classic white. A 1/1 soldier in exchange for cards. Not equivalent. Old border. Palace Jailer. Very solid. Cube All-Star and limited card. And we have a foil. No, we don't. I lied. Another assembly worker. All right. Ooh. Aven Mind Sensor. Solid card. Evil card. Known to many as the Idiot Bird. 3 mana, 2/1, flash flying. If an opponent would search a library, that player searches the top 4 cards of that library instead. Because screw you, I guess. Scrib Ranger. 2 mana, 1/1, more beautiful Rebecca Gay art. Flash flying, pro blue. Return a forest you control to its owner's hand to untap target creature. Activate this ability only once each turn. Urza's Factory, if you are desperate for something to do with 8 mana. And a rare. Pulmonic Sliver. That is some disturbing art right there. 5 mana, 3/3. All slivers have flying. All slivers have it. This permanent would be put into a graveyard. You may put it on top of its owner's library instead. That's cool. Wrathmeat. I'll just draw them again. And our old border is Temur Battle Rage. Okay. Again, solid card. Not super exciting for their outside of limited, but solid card. We do have a foil this time. And it is Strangling Soot. Okay, yeah. Destroy target creature with toughness 3 or less. Flashback for 5 and a red. That's kind of a boring foil. And a Land War Elves. Only in Time Spirals, the Land War Elves. Both a token and unexciting. Alright, last 6 packs. Okay. There we go. Dusk Rider Peregrine. 2 mana, suspend 3, flying pearl black, 3/3. Solid. Imperiosaur. Right. 4 mana, 5/5, but you can only cast it off basics. Which is actually amazing in limited. Because Harmonic Sliver. This one's really good. Yeah. When a sliver ETBs, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Just a little bit powerful. And our rare. Let's make some kobolds. Care Keep. Taps for a colorless, or you can pay 1 and a red and tap it to make an 0/1 red kobold creature token named Kobolds of Care Keep, which is the token that they fucked up. Harmonic Sliver does not have that effect, I don't think, because it has to enter the battlefield before that effect is on all slivers. But don't quote me on that. I'm not great at sliver tech. Rules. Sliver rules. Old Border. Dun 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 dun. Itali Primal Storm. Okay. I mean, it looks really cool. Again, I didn't know that this was on the Old Border sheet. 6 mana, 6/6. When it attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. You may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost. And a Spooter. God. White removal is so expensive. Although this is target permanent, so it can actually hit lands, but 5 mana destroy target non-white permanent is so bad. But you know, white is the color of removal. Conflagrate. Oh yeah, this is the one that is the kill card in Legacy Dredge. XX and red, deal X damage divided as you choose among any number of targets, or you can flash it back for red, and discard X cards, which is what you do in Dredge. Time Bender. Blue for a 1/1 that morphs for blue. When it's turned face up, choose 1. Remove 2 time counters from target permanent or suspended card, or put 2 time counters onto target permanent or suspend card. Sure. Oh yeah, WotC definitely is all about the, like, there have to be bad mythics, because otherwise it's not gambling. And a rare. Summoner's Pact. Okay. So that's, we've gotten 4 out of the 5 pacts. That's pretty good. I don't actually know what the White Pact does. But Summoner's Pact, solid card. And our Old Border. Hollow one. That one might be worth a bit for Dredge players. Another Dredge card. Spell costs 2 less to cast for each card you've cycled or discarded this turn, and has cycling 2. Alright, see you, Glenn. Thanks for stopping by. And another Goblin token. Yeah, Hollow one's disgusting. It's just free in Dredge. Oh. Well, let's have our last 3 packs be 1 of each. No, we're not opening that way, Willow. Open it properly. Okay. Fourth to last pack. Another Simian Spirit Guide. Haze of Rage. Storm card with buyback 2. Stormfront Riders. 5 mana 4/3 with flying. ETB, return 2 creatures you control to their owner's hand. When it or another creature is returned to your hand from the battlefield, make a 1/1 soldier. Alright. It's fine. Utopia Mycen? Mycen, probably. Another fungus card. Ooh, and this one, sack a sapling to add 1 mana of any color. That's cool. So you can use your 1/1 saplings for mana now. And are rare. Nice. Mythic Damnation. I have the Player's Rewards version of this, but can never have too many damnations. And Old Border. Molten Rain. 3 mana, destroy target land. If that land was non-basic, it deals 2 damage to the land's controller. Okay. And an ape. Alright. Last 3 packs. I have the A-Team theme song stuck in my head. I vaguely know why, but it's still annoying. Shaper Parasite. 3 mana 2/3 with Morph for slightly less blue. When it's turned face up, target creature gets +2/-2 or -2/+2 until end of turn. Okay. Another Yixla Jailer. It's a common anti-dredge sideboard card in some formats. I think just in Vintage, actually, if I'm being completely honest. But anyways, Lost Oromancers. 4 mana 3/3, vanishing 3. When it dies, if it had no time counters on it, you may search your library for an enchantment card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. That's cool. There's some synergies with that. Rare. Reiterate. Oh, this is a... Yeah. 3 mana with buyback 3. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. That seems fun. 6 mana repeatable fork. And Old Border. Consuming Aberration. What's this? 3 blue-black for a star creature horror. Consuming Aberration's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your opponent's graveyards. Whenever you cast a spell, each opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a land card, then puts those cards into their graveyard. Oh. Well, sure. That's a solid mill card. I wonder if it's in James's Sir Mix-a-Lot deck. And a Cyberling. So for those of you who don't know James, friend of mine and Wibble Masters who has a one of the blue-black Theros god Phoenix or something like that deck. And since Phoenix, or whatever their name is, cares about big butts, I call them Sir Mix-a-Lot. Because they like big butts and they cannot lie. Oh, hey, here's that card I was talking about earlier. Oh, wait. First off, ooh. Sanguiphage. We haven't seen that one before. I love that art. At the beginning of your upkeep, tap Sanguiphage unless you pay 2 life. Right. That lost someone a Pro Tour. Someone forgot about their trigger and didn't pay the life, and then didn't have lethal, and then lost. Then we have Rough and Tumble. Rough is 2 mana, deal 2 damage to each creature without flying. Tumble. 6 mana, sorcery, deal 6 damage to each creature with flying. Okay. This is the one I was talking about. That Phoenix. That is the name of the card. Yavimaya Dryad. 3 mana, 2/1 with Forest Walk. Who, when she ETBs, you can search your library for a forest card and put it onto the battlefield under target player's control, and then shuffle your library. So you can just give them a forest if they weren't nice enough to bring their own, and then she can walk all over it. Fungo Reaches. Nice. You know what? I'm glad that we're getting all different of these storage lands in this box. We almost have all of them. That's not true. We have like 5 of them. Spoilers. Hey! Another mythic. Restore balance. Right. It's balance, but suspend. Suspend 6 for a white. Each player, when it goes off, each player chooses a number of lands they control equal to the number of lands controlled by the player with the least, with the fewest, whichever. Then sacrifice the rest, and then sacrifice creatures and discard cards the same way. And our old border is black because we got some spoilers, and it is Yawgmoth. Nice. Another card that I wanted. Just a solid card. And that token that definitely says Kobold of Care Keep. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that old border Yawgmoth is really pretty. Flow senses a disturbance, yeah. I sent this to him when it was spoiled. But it was right around the Universes Beyond junk. And so we just complained about that for an hour. We'll just cover up the blood stain on my playmat. Turns out, blood is hard to get out of playmats. Alright. Come on, Stuffy Doll. Let's get us a big finish here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, no foil. That's fine. Thick-Skinned Goblin. 2 mana, 2/1. You may pay 0 rather than pay the echo cost for permanents you control. Oh, that's strong. That's really strong. And you can pay a red to give it pro red until end of turn. Okay. Saltfield Recluse. 3 mana, 1/2. Tap. Target creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn. Alright. Oh, right. This was like playing with the fact that giving something -2/-0 is the same effectively as countering the next 2 damage. And there's an old white card that taps to stop the next 2 damage that a source would deal. And this is basically the same thing. Smallpox. Speaking of flow sensing disturbances. Black for a sorcery. Each player loses a life, discards a card, sacks a creature, then sacks a land. Classic mono black control card in Pauper. And our rare. Another Kaervek. Not that exciting. Could have gone for something better in our last pack. What's our old border? Dun 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 dun. Alright. Ancient Stirrings. Not terrible. Not the best. But that was a lot of fun. We got 2 cards that I wanted for Legacy. Got 1 that I wanted for Modern. We got this beautiful foil Mystic Sanctuary that we're going to sell to maybe buy the other cards that we're missing from this. that we wanted. The other old border cards that we wanted, like a Thoughtseize. And yeah, so it's 8 o'clock. Probably want to stream for another hour, which is a good amount of time for a Kaldheim draft on Arena. But to do that, I need to move some stuff around and get another monitor and just do a bit of cleanup and have a drink of water. So we're going to take like a 5-minute break, and I will be back with some Arena draft. We'll do some Kaldheim. All right. Well, we're losing everyone now. Sure. Thanks, Jim. See you soon. Hey, Rufus. I'm assuming Roof Dog 6 is Rufus. Welcome. You just missed us opening the Time Spiral. I don't know if you were here for some of it. We got a foil Old Border Mystic Sanctuary. Bye, Jim. Bye, Dave. We did get one foil. Not the biggest money card, but still like 30 to 60 euro on card market, so we're gonna sell it. And I'd appreciate it if you give us a follow, but you don't have to, obviously. And as I was saying just before you arrived, we are going to, so the old foils, they just foiled the like border instead of the art, so it's a bit shinier. And you get that cool, like, shooting star at the bottom that I really like. Okay, I'm going to take a 5-minute break for me to reorganize some stuff, and then we're going to do a Kaldheim draft. Don't go away.